Bortle here at the 2019 Chaos Impact San Antonio Regional, hosted by Heroes and Fantasies. Oh God, yes. And whoa, we have the current YCS champion. My goodness, dude, Pasadena champion, gracing us with his presence. My goodness. Yo, what was your overall record, bro?
X1. I lost to Hani.
Ooh, that's respectable. Honey's Orcust god, you know, so it's all good.
Sure.
Well, you're YCS champion, so even better.
Yeah. I'm better than Hani.
My goodness. Would you like to do shout-outs in the beginning, bro?
I'll do shout-outs at the end.
Okay, sweet. Show us the spice, bro.
So I pretty much played the same deck, main deck card for card from Pasadena. I just added one card. So I'm going to just go through it like real quick.
Improvements already, man,
yeah. 2 math, 1 Arma, 1 Greffer. I didn't want to like play 4 or 5 committed normal summons, so like you don't see the third math. It's just 3 committed normal summons, and then the Greffer is like a super extender. The Rhoda can super extend into it. And then Orcust cards, super standard, Bombard.
Well, that's not really standard.
Yeah, this one's not. Like, all these cards are standard for the Striker Orcust deck, but this comes up a lot when you're playing going second against like the combo decks, just to get the extra Orcust cards out of your hand, because every Orcust monster, it's like basically a Call by the Grave, is going to bait out in the gate.
Do you ever consider running just 2 of the Nightmares?
I sided down to 2, but game 1, like, there is a play when you open Engage. You can Engage for Hornet, like, Engage Nightmare is full combo. You can Engage for Hornet and then you make Barricade Board Blocker, and you pitch this. That came up like a lot more than the Link Haribo play. So like, these are the only good Orcust cards in the deck. These cards all suck when you draw them. You just want to see these as much as possible. I played hand traps. Still the same really awkward lineup. 2s. This one you can see multiples of, and it's fine. You really only need 1 to just end the Orcust player's turn. You stop them from getting a Babble. But you never want to see 2 of these cards. You normally just don't want to see multiple hand traps in your hand. Even though your deck does have like 1 card starters, you do still need the extenders to play through their hand traps or their responses. And you can draw into these, and it just doesn't suck seeing multiples of them. This one's like the best one. It's a 7 for Greffer.
Well, I heard a Sky Striker card. Did that Phantasme ever conflict with your, Sky Striker?
No. So the Phantasme, like, a lot of times when you Phantasme and you see your Striker cards, you'll still have a normal summon. So you can normal summon, bait out a play, like link away the Phantasme and the normal summon, and then play your Striker cards as like the cards that will break the board. The Phantasme just like fixes your hands for you.
Okay.
Striker cards, 3 of the best card in the game. Until this card goes to 1, it's going to be in my deck. This card's just insane. And then the 1-ofs, and the one I added, Burner. I was playing not this card, but then seeing multiple engages, crazy. Like, it kind of sucks if you only have these 3, and you just need the extra 1. This card's just really good against the IP board. You can break the IP, and if you have the extra spell, you break the Babble too.
Quick question. What do you think if they ever hit Hornet drones? Would this deck still be a thing or not?
I do think they should hit Hornet drones. I think this card should be banned. It's the only reason this engine is playable, in my opinion. You wouldn't play this for this, and you definitely wouldn't play Ray. That card sucks. I think Hornet drones is correct, but they probably will hit Engage. Who knows? And then draw spells. These cards say draw 2, so you play all of them. You can play 2 of this, but I just want to see this in every opening hand I have.
Do you ever brick having multiples? Or?
It does suck seeing multiples of these cards, yes. But it happened once where I used this and I drew into another return and a crescendo, but like, this, I don't know what the other card could have been if that would have got me out of that situation, honestly. And then Cosmic, the deck has like 32 good cards, and then 8 cards you could just do whatever you want with. So my 8 are still 6 hand traps and then the Cosmics. Little known fact, this breaks the entire Orcust board and they cannot play the game.
Really?
If you open both of these cards, you can IP, you can imperm the IP and cosmic the Babble, and as long as your Babble sticks, you do not lose that game ever. It very, 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 very good. Trap cards too, just getting rid of like floodgates and stuff. Game 1 comes up, and then Babble, Rhoda, Upstart, Foolish, and Crescendo. Self-explanatory.
Yeah. So overall, I guess 39 cards with the Upstart.
41. 40 with the Upstart.
Okay, nice.
I didn't know what to cut, so I put this in, and it, like, theoretically, you don't need this, but you still want to see Upstart. Like, it's just a free spell for your engage. I'm not playing Into the Void, so every spell card really just helps.
I've been meaning to ask, that card's pretty hype right now, so have you ever tested with it? Do you prefer the hand traps?
I tested with it. I feel like Into the Void was really good when you're just, like, solitaring hands, not playing realistic scenarios.
Yeah.
The hand traps just come up more in game. It like lets you interact with your opponent more. Into the Void also limits your IP. You can't really make Unicorn that much. And the hand traps, like, if the hand trap's just dead and Unicorn's a playable card, you can just Unicorn the hand trap out of your hand, and it's the same thing. Into the Void just gets you into your plays faster. Like, it sees more cards. Extra deck. 2 ding, self-explanatory. Don't play 1, don't play 3. 2 is fine. Kagari for your engage stuff. I don't play Shiz still. The Shiz play only comes up when you're either already winning or your hand really, really sucks. And if your opponent opens playable, you're probably just not winning that game regardless if you have 2 engages in your hand. Sometimes the Shiz does come up where you have to Hornet first and then activate engage, but you have to link away the Hornet, so you would make the Shiz and then activate your engage, then turn the Shiz into Kagari. But the extra deck spot for that play specifically, just I didn't feel it was worth it.
Okay.
Phoenix, generic Link 2, Barricade board. You can play this, Link Karibo, Shiz. This card just comes up a lot for me, personally. The Link Karibo came up once today, but I wasn't going to win that game regardless. Okay. So this card definitely won me a few games. IP, best card in the extra deck outside of Galatea. Galatea, card's just insane. Unicorn for IP play. Longirsu, standard. Then Trisbania, Bortle Sword, Bomber, and Zero Boros.
You're playing Bortle Sword, right?
Yeah, Bortle Sword, yeah. I actually won a game with this today.
Oh, yeah? You summoned it?
Yeah, I summoned it once. Crazy. These are for IP. These are like your quote-unquote boss monsters of the deck. You summon these the most. This card's just crazy. It actually just won me my last round. It was at 9,800 attack.
Jeez, man. That's ridiculous.
Card's crazy. Side deck. Changed up the side a lot from Pasadena.
Okay.
So Nibiru, this was Pank, but now people are actually playing this deck. Nibiru's very good against this deck, even though it doesn't seem like Nibiru's very good against the Orcust deck because Symbol exists with Babble. When your opponent opens like the best hand in this deck, which is like IP set 4 with striker spells, this card just breaks the whole board. You summon it, and then they get a token. None of their strikers, all their striker cards are fake, and IP's gone. Wow. Now all you have to do is play through a ding, and if you can't play through a ding, you probably just couldn't play anyway. Panked it. Pank just wasn't cutting it, and you could side this versus Salad too. Salad's getting a lot more popular. Lancia still God card. Card's stupid. The jamming, I still played the jamming even though I played the Afterburner. I figured there would be a lot of like people trying to set trap cards today. Bortle being one of them.
Oh God, yes.
MST is just crazy against trap decks. Weird. System down, only 2 mismatch. I had to borrow these. I wanted 8 cards for the mirror. I was already committed to siding these 6, and then these were like the last ones. I don't really like this card very much. Every time I played it, it gets Lancia'd and whatever. But if they don't have Lancia, they don't win. You win that game. And then these.
Blowout cards.
Yeah, trap cards. A lot of people play Draco. I don't know why. So good cards.
Yeah. I think that is what's up. Yo, shout outs, man.
Shout out to Take Notes, everyone in the chat, especially Cam for forgetting to shout out Take Notes. Weird. Shout out to Bortle for the deck profile. Shout out to Will for letting me borrow this system down, and shout out to Alex for letting me borrow this one. Thank you all for mismatching. Shout out to Hani, Travis, everyone that rode up with me. That's it.
Sweet. Well, congrats on this top, bro. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
And your YCS victory. I think it's to congratulate you.
Yeah.
In person, at least. Well, yeah, that's going to be it. Bortle out.